Good evening, race fans, and welcome to Talladega Motor Speedway. Here tonight, this is a special presentation of the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. Here tonight, we're going to honor the memory of Robin Doucette. Robin Doucette is the mother of Joey Doucette, goes by the Joker. Here is a loving brother here of the Nazareth family, actually racing for a championship tomorrow night. Unfortunately, sustained the loss of his mother this past week, so we'll race in her honor here tonight. And of course, with that loss comes all sorts of things. If you feel the need to donate or you want to donate, we do have that QR code that will stay on the screen the entire time. But these 60 drivers will take on Sweet Home Talladega. They have all put forth their entry fees, some of which have matched the prize pool. And it is myself, William Tiller here. Wesley Outland will be joining us here in just a little while. Also have Adam Flieger in the booth. And Adam, you see that entry list on the top of the screen. I'll bring you here into the booth with me here tonight. Racing for a special cause, and I am just excited to see this many drivers take on this course.
It's going to be it's definitely going to be interesting seeing the race here tonight. I don't know if we've seen this many drivers on Talladega in quite a while.
Well, the green flag will wave here at the high banks. This is for Robin as the field goes into corner number one, led by Hunter Parsons, Adam Leckie at the top there. Here tonight, we'll run a special format, 66 laps. We'll have a stage break on lap 16 for Joey's number here at Nazareth as we're off the corner number two. You see the size of the field here down the backstretch. We'll run with a 66% fuel capacity as well as we're into 3 and 4. We're going to see a lot of these 3 wide battles, a lot of that aerodynamic as we have a middle lane forming up here into 3 and 4. We'll come off of 4. That 46 machine will go low as we have a side-by-side battle off the corner here on the very first lap of the race. We'll see who will lead the first lap as we come across that Geico restart zone, start finish line. It will be Adam Leckie in that 46. Here tonight, folks, will also pay out. The winner will take 150 home. Second will take 100, then we'll pay out 75, 75, and 50. I have a feeling, though, those will probably turn into donations. I'm honored and thrilled to welcome my colleague into the booth here tonight, Mr. Wesley Outland. Wesley, we see this 3 wide battle already down the backstretch, racing for a great cause here tonight in the loving memory of Robin Doucette.
But yeah, man, good evening to you. Apologize for being a few minutes late, but I definitely would not want to miss this race for the world. Thought the world of we definitely. I want to say this in a crazy way, but we do think the world of who is Joey Doucette. You follow these drivers on these virtual rides year in, year out, William Tiller, and you build friendships with them. You build camaraderie with them. You build rapport with them. And when they're hurting, when we're hurting, we're all hurting. And we're hurting in the passing of Robin Doucette. But for this race, we hope that everybody can give what they can, give generously, help out people. And, again, our thoughts and prayers with the entire Robin Doucette family. But we will continue on with this event and race in her memory. Do what you can. The QR code's on the bottom right. Michael McKinnon just messaged me as well. William Tiller, he wanted to be a part of this race too. And I think, Michael, that's the best way to sum it up, right? I mean, we build relationships with people like yourself for years. The announcers, the sim racers. This might be the closest that people get to even building their dream of being a race car driver one day.
Well, and you're right, Wesley, and thank you for bringing me in, and hello, everybody, on this somber event, but we're here to have some fun. Joey understands it. This is a family. This league has been a family. We've all argued. We've all had problems. We've all done things, but we're a family, and we're here to help right. Joey tonight, and that's all it's about, folks. I mean, we've made friendships over COVID, and here we are tonight. And we're going to race in memory of his mother and hopefully help him out with some donations.
And I know, William Tiller, I'm sure that you have done the same thing that I've done, my friend. I've took my announcer pay, and I've told them donate it to the family. give it to the family. Everything that we're doing tonight is straight out of our own hearts, out of our own pockets, to try to help raise money for this awesome guy. And let me tell you something. Looking at Joey Doucette on the track amongst all he's gone through, this race for his mother, this will probably be the most important thing of his iRacing career, even if he comes close, William Tiller, to winning that championship tomorrow night. And he's in that championship 4 or 6. This will be the biggest race he'll ever remember. And if he could win it, man, that would be something.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have 49 trucks that are taking on the high banks here. For him to be at the top of that table, and we have some big names in this field with high IR ratings here at the Super Speedway. So not only take home the honor of winning the memorial race for your mom, but also to beat out some really great competition here as we're just about 6 laps into this race, heading into 1. Remember, guys, that stage break is going to happen at lap 16 to honor that 16 of Joey Doucette.
Yeah, lap 16, and of course, we'll also pause for a moment of silence also in the memory of Robin Doucette, the loving memory of the family and everyone that's still in mourning. Hopefully they can at least have the time to remember moments with the loved ones and the family and take in this diversion in some way amongst all the hurt and pain. I had a passing of my brother-in-law a couple of weeks ago, man. It hurt. It didn't really settle in until you're sitting there at that funeral and you're looking at the casket, and then you're like, man, this is somebody that you're never going to see again, unless you believe in the afterlife and you believe that we're all going to see, when we meet our maker, that we're all going to be reunited if you be a good person, so hey, listen, I've always said this, life and death is awakening for anyone. So let's get back to the race. We're on lap number 6 of 66. And that's the thing, Michael McKinnon, this is like a dash race for Talladega like we would see at Daytona for sure.
Yeah, very quick. Guy's going to be making a lot of moves. We're seeing it now. It looks like maybe Zach Hartwick coming up the outside. It's going to be very quick, but look, everybody was really keen to jump in here. Well, like I said, we all want to help. We don't want to beat the dead horse. We know you're here to be entertained too. But if anybody would like to make a donation, please go to Nazra-Racing on Facebook. Help Joey out in this time. I know they've got some expenses with funerals and stuff they got to pay, but go to Nazra-Racing on Facebook. They will tell you and guide you how to make donations. But we see Hartwick making a great move up the outside here. Now, I'm sorry, folks. I don't know everybody's number. A lot of new people in tonight. But the 03 truck putting a good push on the outside.
Well, I would also say this as well. Just click the QR code, William Tiller. Am I right? Just pull out your phone, pull out your camera, click on the scanner, click the QR code, and it'll take you right to where you need to go to the GoFundMe page to help make a donation.
Absolutely. If you're watching on the go, or if QR codes aren't your thing, we do have that donation link posted in the YouTube description. You just click that. That'll send you to the page with all that information, show you exactly where that donation will go. But guys, we do have a great race on our hands. We have a lot of 2x2 action here down the front stretch. We're creeping up to about halfway in the stage.
It's Kenneth McCullough Jr. He leads the way over Joshua McCullough. Now they're all starting to shuffle out and make some more changes here. Joey Doucette, believe it or not, starts to power to the lead. He's now into this shuffle, battling all these trucks. Now McCullough back to the spot. Mollahan, McCullough, Doucette, D, top 5. Michael McKinnon, anybody can lead this now in the early going off to 3.
Oh, that's 100% right. It looks like they're going to try to control both lanes here. Maybe the brothers, father, son. I'm not sure, but Joey's going to do his best he can to push this bottom to the front. It'll be hard to hold off the momentum of the high line, but he's doing his best to push it to the front right now.
You see them come off, but too, you see that high side trying to form up, guys. You're starting to see some 3 wide battles on laps into this race. Everybody comfortable. You do see the 16 machine of Joey Doucette. He is comfortable on that low side lane as we'll go across that start-finish line into 1.
Back to turn number 1, McCullough with the lead by about 2 car lengths now. Here comes now the bottom lane up for grabs. Mollahan now back to the bottom. He'll power alongside McCullough. Kenneth McCullough now pulls alongside Joey Doucette, and now they go 2x2 McKinney heading to turn 3 down the super stretch.
Yeah, super action. I believe that might be Hunter Parsons on the outside coming with Chris Blanchard at the back of this train. That's going to be hard to hold that momentum back. We'll see if the 3 trucks can battle along with these big lines, but they are making gains right now.
Coming down the backstretch once again. McCullough still leading the way. McCullough Jr. there as well. Mohan and Ray has moved into the picture. It is absolutely deadlocked across that front stretch. Start-finish line. We'll add another lap in the books into Womb.
Back to turn number 1. The leader with one-time single file. Now they're trying to pan out 2x2 to 3 wide. 2 rows, 3 rows deep behind them. McCullough powers his machine to the bottom of the racetrack. Jason McCullough, I believe their father and son. Devin Ree now powers into the top 5 with Hunter Parsons to the backstretch.
Yeah, we got Ray right in the mix there, and Mollahan. All these names, folks, I'm just trying to learn as I go, but that is Hunter Parsons on the outside. Looks like he's got Hartwick in tow. Now, I don't know if that's Hartwick. Trying to figure out who they got in tow, but the 4 trucks on the outside, they're going to have a lot of momentum down these straightaways as they come off these corners.
Down the straightaway, the McCulloughs lead the way through that Geico restart zone. Mohan's right there, Ray, Vondell, Doucette, Hunter Parsons also in the mix. Stephen Gregory, you see him on the top side of the racetrack. You can't miss him, but what a beautiful picture here, Wesley, as we're 3 wide off of 2.
3 wide, 3 rows, 2, 3, 4 rows deep, trying to get going again. Michael McKinnon, I was just trying to tell you, my friend, I just sent you the live timing and scoring for NASRA for this race right now, with Adam Flieger doing a phenomenal job in the production of the Robin Doucette Memorial. 3 wide, 2, 3, 4 spots now as they work up the banking out of Talladega out of 3 and 4.
I mean, the action is just fantastic so far. These guys coming in here for a great cause, but they want to take home the win. Well, what I'm interested in, I'm not saying any side drafting. This is smart from every one of these guys. It's like, all right, I got my lane. Let's stay in it. Let's not get too close together. Let the air move us around too much. I love this style right here. Let's just see if we can get the most momentum and the best push and keeping himself out of trouble.
Right now, working lap number 12 of 66 laps in stage 1, as William mentioned. Kenneth McCullough and Jason McCullough, 1 and 2. Hunter Parsons up to 3rd, up 11 spots. Devin Ree, John Mollahan, the top 5. That's the way they go, and there's still 3 by 3, almost 8 rows in that pack. William out of turn number 4.
Yeah, so McCullough leads on the low side. Joshua McCullough will take off that 3 wide battle as the high side is now dissipated just a little bit, as you see Joey Doucette up there. Hunter Parsons in that 25 is rocking the same paint scheme to pay tribute to his buddy Joey Doucette, who this race is for. The unfortunate passing of his mom, Robin Doucette. Folks, if you could check out that hashtag 16 strong QR code in the right-hand corner of your screen, that'll take you exactly where you need to go to help out the 16 Machines family as we're down the backstretch here on lap 14.
Money on the line at the end of stage number 1 as well, and all of this money going towards helping out the Robin Doucette family for, of course, our friend and colleague Joey Doucette from NASRA. The field works now up the speed into turn number 3 and 4. Thought about going 3 wide for the top spot. Here comes, as I say that, Joey Doucette on the outside lane, looking to try to go to the end of stage number 1 for his mom, Michael McKinnon. They're coming to the white flag. 1 to go in stage number 1 here at Talladega.
Yeah, super good action, and this little gap that I was talking about before is starting to dissipate. We're getting a little bit of side draft. We see Joshua McCullough to the front, John Mollahan to the front. It's just back and forth as we roll through 1 and 2.
William Tiller, my apologies, it's actually 2 laps to go now. I remember the lap is off on the scoring ticker, but anyhow, he's up there in the front. Georgia state of mind. McCullough also in that battle, including also Doucette, Reed Parsons. New names we've never known before. This could be a recruitment race for NASRA as well.
Yeah, McCullough there in the middle side. He is taking advantage. He's leading the charge on that middle. We also watch a run on the low side by John Mollahan. He's doing great on the low side run as well, being pushed along by the Joker himself in that 16, but McCullough throws a block on that low side. We can officially make it 1 to go here in stage number 1.
Now it's 1 to go in stage number 1 at the end on lap number 16, slicing, dicing the McCullough family. Somehow staying up into the top spot amongst the draft, amongst the bumping. Here they come. They're going to fight for those spots. Michael McKinnon to the back stretch for the final time.
Yeah, we saw Kenneth McCullough Jr. there put a big move, come down low, then he went back up high. He gets crossed over by Dad, I think. So we got Joshua in the front, Kenneth They're going to control both lines here, and the third lane is finally just kind of petered out. This is the fight for the stage.
Coming off of 4, McCullough. Wesley leads on that low side. It's going to be the McCulloughs here down the front stretch. Who will win the McCullough battle as we're down the front stretch?
Through the tribal, remember they got to work all the way halfway down through the tribal, not like Daytona, down to the line here at Talladega, and give the machine of, looks like Joshua McCullough, the stage victory here in the 66th lap Robin Doucette Memorial 175 miler at Talladega. Stage number 1 will go to Jason McCullough. Kenneth McCullough Jr. right there in tow. Also John Mollahan, Devin Ree, Mark Von Dale, Joey Doucette finishing in 6th for the stage. John Darnell III, Tim White, Hunter Parsons, and Michael Chinka is now the drivers that will finish in the top 10, if you will, at the end of stage number 1. Now, remember, there's only 2 stages in this race, William. Usually have 3 stages. They got a 50-lap battle now to literally decide it out. You got to come to the pits, make work, make adjustments, do whatever you need to do. This is your chance to do it now, because I got a feeling, unless we get a caution, it's been fairly quiet. Unless we get a caution, William, you might see green flag pit stops to determine the finish. But listen, this is Talladega. I think everybody is just kind of minding the P's and Q's right now.
Yeah, absolutely, Wesley. And I think everybody's just out here racing for a great cause. And all these drivers have paid the entry to race in this fun race. Of course, we're going to pay out some cold, hard cash to these winners. What I also saw is a lot of these drivers wanted to match the prize pool, so I have a feeling that a lot of these winnings will just get donated back to the Robin Doucette Memorial Fund. And guys, as we have this break on lap 16, I do want to honor Robin here and announce to the folks at home, I found out before the broadcast started, we have raised over $1,500 for the Doucette family in this race here tonight, guys. So
that's
just an absolute honor to be here in this Nazareth family, and I am just blown away by the amount of support the Doucette family has received in this time.
Yeah, amazing. Over $1,500. And, of course, I told Brady LaBeouf, look, I know you normally pay me. Take that money, give it to them. Give it to the family. It's sometimes, obviously, Michael McKinnon, I think this is something where, it's not about putting money in your pocket. It's about just being humble and showing how much you care and what you think of all the people that we have on the Nazareth family. And, again, I think I just saw where a crew member, thank you, Keith Bradley, awesome words. Darren Lumpkin has sent out their heartfelt condolences. Of course, Darren is with Darren's gun repair for the final lap of the race, and I'm sure they've already gave. And, I have no doubt as we see the end of pit stops here, with now Meg Ronigal being the new leader. Kenneth McCullough Jr. from stage 1 now falls back to 6th. Michael McKinnon, I have no doubt that probably everybody in this race will more than likely say, hey, listen, I want to take my money that I'm getting from this event and I want to put it back towards this family, for sure.
I think that's 100%, Wesley. I mean, I paid $40 to race tonight, knowing full well I wasn't going to because I thought I had to take off tonight, but I was happy to donate. And, what blows me away, we have big-time sponsors in the iRacing world, right? There's tons of them. You got the 49 truck in this race, Mr. Jeff McConey. McConey set up shot himself. He showed up to support this race to help a man like Joey get through this tough time with some expenses and what they had to do. But, I mean, it's just amazing what guys have done. I know several guys have donated $50 to $100. We've had a few outside donors. We've got it's a wonderful, wonderful thing because Joey is such a great person, and he's gone through this for so long. And, you hate to see the end, but hopefully this will make a little bit of solace for Joey. He said he hadn't slept in about 3 days, so hopefully he can enjoy the night, enjoy his time here, and we've all got his back.
And, William, let's not forget, if we have new viewers, listeners checking us out, there's a championship up for grabs tomorrow night as well.
Yeah, and that's one of the big things that I look at in this hard time for Joey is that he's in the running for a championship tomorrow and a payout of almost $500 to $600 in a season that's been 23, 24 weeks. I can't even imagine what Joey has to go through in this time of all that work, all that time he spent, obviously on his hobby here on the simulator, but then also in his personal life with that loss. It's just so many things that the 16 has to go through right now. And Wesley, I got to say, every time we speak to Joey, he's always a great teammate, a skilled driver here, beyond skilled. We call him the Joker for a reason. He pulls out tricks in these races, numerous wins in both the Monday night series, Friday night series. And the thing, Wesley, is when his mom did pass away, Joey came and raced with the guys. As Michael said, this is we could call it an outlet for Joey. It kind of takes his mind off of things, and we hope here in tonight's race it sort of alleviates some stresses that Joey's going through in this incredible hard time.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Of course, with Adam Flieger and with the entire family out of Oakland, Maine, and this diversion, again, as I mentioned, to just try to, raise some money to help the family, to help money for Robin Doucette and the funeral costs and expenses, but also, just to, let them know that this is our way, Michael McKinnon, to say that we care. We can't be able to drive up to Maine to be there with him in person, but we can do this in spirit. And, of course, with the world of iRacing and the Nazareth family, this is our way of saying, hey, Joey, we're with you. We love you. We're sorry for your loss. And hopefully, eventually, in time, you will find the way to remember the memories, never forget, but press on with life.
Oh, and that's right, Wesley. I mean, this is what we can do as a country, as a family, as a league. We always say we're a family. Now, there's several guys in this field that just blow me away. We've had disagreements. We've had things. Who shows up? Those folks. And we're about to take a green flag, and we're going to have, about 45 laps. We're going to get some green flag pit stops and great racing in, and take Joey's mind away from this right now as the green flag is out, and we are heading into one.
Ready for the field to come back to the Geico restart zone. Of course, that wraps up a Serve Pro caution if it was the Monday night championship race. Green flag back underway, under 50 laps to go in the Robin Doucette Memorial here at Talladega. The field has Meg Ronigal. He'll pick up speed. Canadian Cinnamon in tow. They climb the banky now, back into turn number one. Here's the run to the finish now. William Tiller off two.
Yeah, that's the best part of Dega as we're off of two down this backstretch here, Michael. It is absolutely crazy as you're starting to see that traffic jam now starting to bubble up down the backstretch.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to see, Will. Are they going to put in laps? Are they going to race? And I believe the answer is they are going to race. And we're going to have a show to put on for our viewers right now as McGonigal takes them into three. Cinnamon in tow, Blanchard, one of the best, right there behind. Looks like Joshua McCullough making his way right back to the front.
Give these guys about a lap or so before they get back up to full song. Here they come now, up to speed, storming through the tribal. Meg Ronigal, the white and blue 94 Ford, leads the way. Cinnamon, another amazing driver of Nazareth on Friday nights in the number 3. Blanchard, Dittmer, McCullough, top 5, storming off into turn number 1 and 2.
Coming off of two, you see that battle continue so close, Wesley. That's exactly what Sweet Home Talladega proceeds as McGonigal will take us down this backstretch. Cinnamon, Tyler Dittmer, that 34 machine, and Steve Barnett will all battling out into 3 and 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. We got the Nazareth regulars. You got Dittmer, Barnett, Jacob Reeves, the boss man Brady, all of them lining up here to see if they can give that bottom line a charge. Now, McGonigal, he's one. He used to be an RTR racer. Not sure the affiliation now, but he is fantastic racer. So these guys are have to do their best, but they are putting on one hell of a shove right now.
Tyler Dittmer now, a former broadcaster, now driver, regular season champion of season 2 for the Nazareth Sim Racer Hub Truck Series. That championship will be decided tomorrow night at Auto Club right here, Same time, same network, 9 p.m. Eastern time. He's one of those drivers, of course, that did not make the race. So we got trouble back straightaway. Trucks are scattered, littered down the back straightaway. Big trucks, big smoke, big crash. Caution out here for the first time as we go under yellow flag into turn number 3, entering off the back stretch on lap number 22. A gaggle of trucks caught up in this one. I can't even see who it is, William Tiller.
No, absolutely not. And Michael, with 49 entries in this race, this is going to be a 2-pager of trucks involved in this one.
Yeah.
So many guys piled up down the backstretch.
That looked like it started somewhere around Brady right there on that top line. I don't know if it was Reeves and Brady. If we can go back, Adam Flieger, maybe get a look. It looked like maybe it started right there.
Replay coming up. And here is a look at it. Oh, my. Is that Brady LaBeouf? It is Brady LaBeouf. Brady. Oh, my, man. One of those drivers along with Joey Doucette and others. And, took looking at it now. Adam, for some reason, our box is cut in half, brother. I don't know what happened to it. We look at a replay here, and is that the 57, I believe it is? Got into LaBeouf had contact with the 47. And all of a sudden, that's Robert Richards. There we go. Now we got a big screen again. Robert Richards gets into Brady LaBeouf. There was other contact up on the bottom of the racetrack as well, Michael McKinnon. And then all of a sudden, it's just like a logjam traffic session. Everyone else starts scooting, scattering, slip sliding from the top to the bottom as we see Brady LaBeouf into the safer barrier. Everyone else just, if you will, in a collision unison, spinning, crashing from there.
Yeah, I can tell you exactly what happened. If we can get an in-car scene of Brady there, Adam, that was just he gave a push, got Jacob a little bit loose. I think he backed off, and then he got hit from behind, and that started all the calamity. Just like maybe a little off-center push there, and then it was on from there. He just backed off. He got hit from behind. Back it up just a touch. And we'll see it. That's just a push gone bad.
Man, oh man. Yeah, here you go, William Tiller. Look at this again. And heartbreak for the boss of Nazareth, for Louisiana's Brady LaBeouf. And oh boy.
Yeah, just a little off center there. Now I couldn't tell you who else all was involved. That was a big one, man. That was a 995 in the fog crash right there.
Yeah, I saw smoke and heard chaos, and then wait for it to clear, and you'll find out who it is. And tough break there for Brady LaBeouf and everybody that is involved in that incident. Here's a look at it one more time in real time with a replay. A little bump draft gone wrong. It looks like in front of Brady LaBeouf. And honestly, Michael and Will, looking at it now, William Tiller, Brady gets on the binders, and then from that had help. Somebody got into him. Everyone else just slams into one another or starts trying to scatter inside, outside, middle to try to avoid it.
Yeah, it's Dega, and Michael, I think you can attest to this. You're absolutely flying around this racetrack. Any little tiny movement, if you get loose, you just hope and pray you hold on to that thing. If you don't, the dominoes more than likely will fall around you.
Yeah, and I think Brady knew that. He hit the push, got Jacob loose, and just to let him recover, he knew as soon as he let off the gas, he was in trouble. I mean, that's just a product of this kind of racing. That's nothing anybody did wrong. That's simply a little off-center push. Jake gets loose, and then away it goes.
Well, thank you to everybody for watching, man. We got a lot of viewers tuned into the broadcast via Facebook and YouTube for the Robin Doucette Memorial. And William, as we said, buddy, we still got a long way to go here.
Yeah, and I was going to see if maybe we can't catch up with the boss man himself, Brady LaBeouf, and we are now joined by the boss man here at Nazareth, Brady LaBeouf, joining us here on the Nazareth 360 Racing Network, racing for a special cause here tonight. Brady, we are just so blown away by the support that Joey has received here tonight.
Oh, absolutely, Will. It takes a village, right? Everybody kind of showed out tonight, so we appreciate it. We appreciate you, Adam, and Wesley coming out, donating your time for this, to have it broadcasted. And I mean, I want to say they had 50 entries. So I mean, that's just a hell of a showing for our friend Joey.
Yeah, it certainly is, Brady. And me and Michael Michael was going to run, but then obviously things allowed him not to be able to. But he was just like, I still want to be a part of this. And he messaged me when I finally was able to look from Martinsville and see the message to say, okay, well, he wants to come in the booth. We'll bring him in. And, Adam Flieger and just so many people, even like yourself. It just goes to show you that, when we're happy and in jubilation on the NASRA world, we're all doing that. Whenever we're hurting, or someone is hurting in our family, we all find a way to put this together, because this is something that got done like literally 72 hours ago.
Absolutely, Wesley. And you would imagine, you got a tight knit group of guys that have been racing together for 3 years, and we've done this before for our buddy TJ Moore, our race controller, when he
Yep.
lost his mom last year. So it's something that we don't want to annually do. Hopefully this is the last one for a while. But when situations do occur, we kind of rally the troops, get together, and try to help out as many as we can.
Well, hang tight with us. We're getting ready to go back to the restart here. But, Brady, as we get the field back inside the Geico restart zone for the restart of the race here in the Robert Doucette Memorial, I got to ask you, obviously, you're out of it. What's your take of what happened in the incident there as we come back to green?
It's just a product of this type of racing, Wesley. We were somebody, I believe it was the 94 of Andrew McGronigal that put on a block. We all kind of checked up, and I got ran over from behind, but I'm still in it.
All right, keep on going. Let's go back to green flag. That's Brady LaBeouf, the man behind NASRA Racing. This race would not have been able to happen if it wasn't for people like him, TJ Moore, Adam Flieger, Cody Knotts, and so many others. We're back to green flag. Chris Cinnamon will now power to the lead. Meg Ronigal powers back William Tiller on the bottom as they work out of 2.
Yeah, absolutely dogfest up here at the top side of the grid. You see the 34 machine of Tyler Dittmer. He's pushing along. Chris Cinnamon on the top side of the racetrack. Absolute elbows out here on lap 27 as we're creeping up towards the end of this race.
Brady, where do we need to move you to, buddy?
Back where Tyler Dittmer was.
Okay. William, take care of that. Michael McKinnon, the leaders work their way off of turn number 4, back to the line, put another lap on the board. We're also closing in on halfway in about another less than 10 laps. And, of course, Chris Cinnamon, our friend out of Canada, the Friday night man that normally does really well, leads the cavalry back off into turn number 1.
Yeah, and I think we're seeing a little pattern here. I think if I'm up front, I want Tyler Dittmer pushing me, because 2 trucks were able to stay with 4 for a little bit. So Tyler Dittmer doing a fantastic job with the push. But once again, we see Blanchard. He's always going to be one of the best in this entire thing, and he's going to be pushing McGronigal on the bottom. So we're in store for quite a battle here.
Working now, closing in off that corner. Now you see a little slip there for a moment by Daniels, the 78, also in that mix. All of this happening now, William Tiller, as they storm off the line. That's J.R. Miller. J.R. Miller, the 78 truck, having a little moment. Is right now everybody going to get tucked right back in the line, 2 by 2 by 2, like Noah leading the virtual animals to the arc. It's Tyler Dittmer now, the new leader, back off into the banking into 1.
Yeah, you only get one or the other, and in my choice, I'm picking a cheetah over a leopard any day as we're 2 by 2 off of the corner right here. We'll see if the Joker can sneak back up into this mix as well, guys. Only one caution with the 49 truck field here at Talladega as we go roaring into 3 and 4.
I'm kind of excited here. We got a few of the NASRA regulars on the outside, and we got Cinnamon, Dittmer, Meza, all these guys trying to show these other guys what we're about, even though these guys obviously are good at what they do. I just like them, McGronigal, Matt Swoop, all these new guys in here, and we thank them for coming for sure, and they are putting on one great show.
Certainly are right now back across the start-finish line. Tyler Dittmer now holding off Chris Cinnamon, Matt Swoop, Meg Ronigal, Meza top 5, up 41 spots, William Tiller. Raw Meza, the Surf Pro, 37, storming to the front at Talladega.
Look at that 37 machine go, Wesley. We've seen that run the last couple of weeks. A Nazareth regular trying to take home a special win here, guys. Of course, there's payouts involved, but what a great win it would be in Robin's honor for a Nazareth regular, especially a guy who, Michael Raul Meza, puts in so much work week in and week out. Currently inside the top 5 down the front stretch.
Yes, sir. That's my teammate on Friday nights. I have worked and worked and worked with our team. All 5 of us made the playoffs for Friday night. I'm so proud of these guys. They're not scared to run in the front anymore, and they can show their talent. And I'm loving every second of this right now.
Raul Meza works the outside lane. He's got some help behind him, and the likes of the 52 and the 29, they gave him a little bump up on the outside. Now they all fan back out to the corner. Now they're going to go 3 wide. Here comes Joey Doucette, one of those drivers up on the top shelf. This is going to go up into the bank into turn number 3. And as we approach halfway, Tyler Dittmer holds the inside lane with a cavalry of screaming trucks off the banking out of 4.
Tyler Dittmer, a colleague of ours here at the Nazareth 360 Racing Network, leads us down that front stretch, but we do have trucks heading down pit road. Looks as though they're going to try to undercut the field here, as now we're absolutely frantic down this front stretch into 1.
There are drivers that are trying to go for the undercut, some that might be coming to the pit lane. Like I mentioned, Michael McKinnon, there probably will be some green flag pit stops. They think they could probably go to the finish right now. A few more laps to the cross flags of the Robin Doucette Memorial, and right now they are literally fighting like it's the last lap here at Talladega, working to turn 3 and 3 wide, 5, 6, 7 rows deep up at 3.
And look at Ed Osborne, Hunter Parsons, Steve Barnett on this outside. Just fantastic action right to the front here. You'll see them lose a little ground in the corners, folks. That's because it's farther around, but watch them come down this backstretch, making up ground every second of the way as long as they've got a good push.
Back through the tribal, Tyler Dittmer, again the big man, up 27 spots to the lead. The Canadian sent him into the number 2 spot, follows in tow. Not anymore. Matt Swoop goes to P2. Meg Ronigal now peeks back to the bottom. Mez is the monkey in the middle as they work into 1. William Tiller.
Oh, Wesley, this is what I love about Sweet Home Talladega. It's these 3 wide shots as we come roaring off of the corner. You see Swoop now, the leader, Tyler Dittmer, Raul Meza. Who knows? They're all beside each other here inside of the top 5 as we head into 3.
All this going on again, back off into the bank, and Michael McKinnon, I'll tell you, man, obviously the most important lap's the last lap, but, man, it looks like they're storming at full song for the victory lap at halfway, and I think there's some money up for grabs for the halfway leader as well.
Yeah, these guys are putting on a show for the audience right now. If you people understood how hard this is to do, you wouldn't even believe it, and you dang sure wouldn't try it. But here we come, 3 wide, all the way at the top, and it looks like one of the McCullough boys, I think, again, or I can't quite tell who that is on the outside.
Dittmer, Swope, Cinnamon, Meza, Ward, McRonigal, all in front of you now. William Tiller down the back straightaway at the super stretch.
And you see some drivers pulling out of that arrow coming off of these trucks as we're literally nose to tail for every position on the racetrack. Heading into 3 and 4, John Ward now is trying to stick his nose in the mix. He started on that pole position. We're just inside of the top 3 now, trying to get back inside there as Tyler Dittmer leads on the low side of the racetrack. Guys, we're still together here in this 3 wide battle coming down the front stretch.
Do what you can to help out the Joey Doucette family from Nazareth in the Robin Doucette Memorial. We're halfway home this time by. Second half underway. It's Matt Swoop now in the middle of the lane. Here comes Mez up the middle. Dittmer, Ward, also Cinnamon climbs back into the battle. And now Stefan, Meg Ronigal, Blanchard, Osborne, Hagan, new names in the top 10. Michael McKinnon.
That's right. And Swoop made a big move to the bottom there. That leaves his middle lane open for Meza, and he is going to get left out to dry. Hopefully he can get some help real quick. Who we got moving up to the front right there? Might be Cinnamon looking to poke his nose up into the middle lane with McGonigal. See if they can pull Meza along, and then they decide against it.
Both side of the racetrack, Wesley, coming to you now. We have a side-by-side battle for the race lead. You see Matt Swoop, Chris Cinnamon, Tyler Dittmer, who will now lead us in that middle lane down the front stretch through that Geico restart zone. Battle is not over, though, as Chris Cinnamon looks as though he'll try to form up a high side lane into 1.
Home stretch time, my friend, of the Robin Doucette Memorial as one truck scampers to the bottom of the apron. Has to fight to get back in line. The 82 out of the groove. Now that's Aubrey Thompson, the 38 machine. Slip sliding, losing the draft, Michael Kinnon, and free falling like the song by Tom Petty in the 3.
Yeah, what a save by John Ward right there. That could have wadded the entire field up. Got it to the apron, able to woe it down a little bit. I let Cinnamon take the lead. Meza right in the middle right there, and then we've got a big push by Richard Elliott on the outside.
Look at this battle coming down the backstretch. Absolutely fantastic here in this run stretch. You see Chris Cinnamon, the man out of Canada, Wesley, trying to take home the checkered flag. That high side, though, has some momentum as Raul Meza trying to hold it down in the middle.
Storming through the front of this tribal, back up the bank into turn number 1 and 2. The black and red number 3, Chris Cinnamon, leads the cavalry. Meg Ronigal knows how to draft. He learned a lot with Rhett Tucker with RTR Esports, as colleague Michael mentioned. And Tyler Dittmer knows how to get around Talladega as they work up single file. Top 3, everyone else is 3 by 3 by 3 by 3, like it's your biggest battle going on now is probably Meza under attack. William Tiller, he is trying to stay in the middle lane, which is probably daring, but somehow he's making it work, and they're going to try to go 4 wide out of 4.
Oh, Michael, how hard is this to maintain? Look how close we're getting to one another. Oh, no! Oh, no!
Joey Doucette just got turned. He crashes. More trucks spin down the triangle here on the front straightaway. Another accident started by trying to go 3 wide. Meza the monkey in the middle. Someone decided to try to make it 4 wide, 5 wide, and calamity Michael McKinnon. Just too early to be doing that here at Talladega in the Robin Doucette Memorial.
Yeah, and that's Meza's teammate, Dane Hagan. We've seen him for a couple times. I don't think he was trying to go 4 wide. I just think his vision's obscured a little bit. He's missing the corners a little bit, and then finally gets hooked right into Joey Doucette. That's just fitting, right? That it always works out that way when you're trying to help someone out. You'll see him slide out a little bit. I think his vision's obscured a bit. He just got a new wheel, everybody. I understand that. That probably shouldn't matter. And then the hook, and bang. And this close to racing, that's the end of this top line right here. Here it comes.
Man, oh, man. And heartbreak for a guy like Joey Doucette.
Do they have a fast repair? A lot of times this league does.
Yeah, oh, wow. So they do have a fast repair. All right, go for a fast repair then.
Well, I'm not sure on that, but a lot of times we do in this league.
Well, not on the Monday night series. Monday night, if you crash, you don't get a fast repair. I don't think, William Tiller, there's a fast repair for this one, is there, buddy?
I don't believe so. I can definitely double check that for you. I don't think there is. But guys, you know the main reason why we're all out here tonight is for Robin Doucette. We're all racing for her memory. Yep. Unfortunately for Joey there in that 16 gets caught up. But guys, I think it just goes to show the amount of entries we have in this field here tonight. If you get caught up in something, you might be out of this race. It looks like Joey might have that fast repair, Michael, that you were talking about.
Yeah, let's see right here. Let's see if he gets a new paint job when he pulls in. As long as he didn't have to use it before. Yeah, did not see it. Not sure then. Could be saving it till later too. I don't know. You know, I'm a teammate. I'm a teammate. I'm sorry, Will. I said I'm a teammate with Dane Hagan too, and I hate to call out teammates like that. That's just, you got to just stay in line, get you some vision, poke your nose out there, get some vision. That's just a little too much up and down. You kind of saw it coming right there.
I'm kind of like you, Michael McKinnon. I'm not saying that it's not time to do that. It's just not the time right now for doing it to determine the winner. Still a long way to go.
Well, as I said, I don't think he was. I think his vision's obscured. And if you're running on a single monitor, as I do, the vision on the sides are real hard. So you're trying not to move. But if it does, if you whip the wheel, you wreck. So you have to try to be casual with it. And that was just a little bit too much.
Absolutely. And guys, one driver that can give us all the answers to all the questions here tonight, Currently inside of the top three, a colleague of ours here at the NASCAR 360 Racing Network, Mr. Tyler Dittmer. We are now joined by the 34 machine, a regular season champion in the Monday Night Series. And Tyler, we're racing for a cause here tonight, an unfortunate cause, the unfortunate passing of Robin Doucette. Racing pretty good here tonight, man. What's this race mean to you?
It means a lot. Joey's a great guy, and thoughts and prayers are with him and his family in this time. And I'm glad we could get a really good big field together to raise some money for him and his family here. And I don't know. You know me. I'm doing this for Joey. I could care less about super speedway racing. Absolutely don't like it, but I'll do that for Joey. And hopefully we're putting on a good show.
I tell you what, Tyler, this race definitely for a memorial for the Doucette family, but it's something you want to win. Anytime you pop into the simulator for iRacing, you get in one of these events, you definitely want to be the guy at the end of the rainbow as the winner. But I think it's just going to get a lot more hectic before things come down to the finish. What do you say?
Oh, for sure, Wesley, and good to hear your voice, man. Yeah, it's just going to get crazier. We only got one green-white checkered, so I think at this point, track position's king. One more fuel stop is going to be necessary. We're a little bit short as a field. Everyone just pitted recently, so there's still one more pit stop to come, guaranteed. I don't know. We'll just see how it plays out behind Chris Cinnamon here, up front driver on Friday nights. And I know I had to give him a hard time earlier because he was talking about how his move to the top was going to start at Atlanta, and he didn't really run very well at Atlanta. So just giving Chris some hard time, but I appreciate y'all stepping up and helping putting on this broadcast. It means a lot to us.
Hey, Tyler, this is Michael McKinnon. Do you guys have a fast repair or not? And by the way, I ran great at Atlanta, so take that.
I'm glad you ran great at Atlanta. I am not. Sorry, to answer your actual question, my crew chief was talking to me. We do not have a fast repair, so guys who are in these big wrecks are done if they were destroyed. But yeah, kind of crazy stuff going on. But good to see we got our all-star crew up there in the booth with Will, Mike, and Wesley. So hope the broadcast is going well, and hope y'all enjoy the show. It's gonna get wild.
All right, thanks very much. Again, South Carolina's Tyler Dittmer, originally from Virginia, just down the road from the Winchester Speedway. I tried to go have some lunch with Tyler, and he said, man, I don't live in Virginia no more. I live in South Carolina. So anyhow, Tyler Dittmer, keep him in the crosshairs of the top 5 up 25 spots. William Tiller, thanks for that. The field gets ready to bundle up 2x2x2, ready to come back inside the Geico restart zone. By the way, I think I said the super stretch. It's the Alabama Gang Super Straightaway. It's the super stretch on the back stretch there for the Alabama Gang. And if you don't know who that is, that's like Donnie Allison, Bobby Allison, Neil Bonnet, Red Farmer, just some of the names that are from Hueytown, Alabama. The field comes back to the green flag. Chris Cinnamon trying to hold them off now with less than 25 laps to go. William Tiller and Talladega, they're back at 2.
Yeah, Cinnamon and McGronigle take us off of 2. Michael, you mentioned one of those names that took the time to race in this race. That's Jeffrey McConey in that 49 machine. He's just outside of the top 10, knocking on the door. We do see that low side lane starting to form up. If McConey can find himself at the tail end of that slipstream coming off, he could be in a good shape here with less than 26 laps to go.
Well, you're right, Will, and we just say thank you to him. He's a big sponsor all over iRacing. Everybody sees McConey setup shops. He's taking the time to come here and help, but he's also smart. He's like, I am bailing out of that so that he can save himself for the last little run.
Field coming down to the line, into turn, back to the banking, climbing up the hill to 1 and 2. It is Chris Cinnamon. Look at him, looking high, looking low, working off the back stretch now. Here they come, filing in through turns number 3, off the back straightaway, going into turn number 3. And honestly, William Tiller, I think everybody kind of got a little spread out now. That might be a good thing to go here into turn number 3.
Yeah, we're seeing that feeling out process here on this restart. You don't have many friends right now. You're trying to build up something. You're trying to find those runs to the end of this race. It's that low side of the racetrack right there. You have about five trucks that are separated. Michael, they're not going to stay single file. This is going to get crazy. We're going to go 2 wide, 3 wide, possibly even 4 wide. This is just the calm before the storm.
Well, and you saw what happened there. When they jumped up, Matt Swoop was about 8 truck lengths back, and within one straightaway, he sucked right up into 4th place. These trucks, the aero, everybody thinks they don't have a lot of aero. These trucks poke a huge hole in the air, and when the air is out of their way, you can fly, and he just flew right up into the top 5 right there.
Off the back stretch now, working into that 3rd turn. All of this going on with Chris Cinnamon, the leader. Going into turn number 3, working off of turn number 4. And right now, McRonigal looking inside. No, he stays right there. Follows him is the possum down into the corner. Meza now back 3 wide in the middle again. All this going on with the 61 alongside of Stephen Gregory. And they got a little bump draft going on again as they work across the line. Heading back into turn number 1. Meza's got the clear. He's got a run from a truck in front of him as he works up to bank it into 2.
Oh, let's stay on board with the 37 machine. Let's watch that on board, Cameron. Let's watch the hand movement here as the draft, as Michael was just alluding to, is going to pull this 37 all over the place, as now he finds himself in that middle lane trying to get slingshotted around. Now he has Stephen Gregory in that 61 on the top side of the racetrack. There's Jeff McConey as well, as Stephen Gregory will take the lead here in 3 and 4. Craziness coming off of 4.
Meza now up the middle, Michael. Look at this move, man. How crazy it is inside the cockpit as a driver.
Oh, you're just holding on for dear life, especially through the tri-oval. Right here's a bump. We saw that earlier. Guys will move up and down. You guys, anybody that's watching this can't believe how it feels. There's a bump there. But what I saw right there was if Jeff McConey gets behind you, you might want to jump out there because he pushed Stephen Gregory straight to the front.
And Raul Meza now licking his chops with the help of Michael Minchuk up to the lead as he works his way to the back stretch here in the Memorial there, William Tiller.
Raul Meza leads the way in the Serve Pro machine. You can't miss him. He's got green on the exterior, orange on the rims right now. He's leading the way up 45 spots since the drop of the green flag. Can he get it done with 22 laps to go? He's going to battle out Stephen Gregory and Hunter Parsons as we come off of 4.
Here comes the field, full song, and we got him wrecking. Tyler Dibbers in the fence. Looks like Blanchard might have got a piece of it. Some other trucks are involved. J.R. Miller, the 78's involved. Big trouble working off of turn number 4. Mullahan might have just got caught up in it. Joshua McCullough might have got a piece of it. It's a big wreck working off that 4th turn from another bump draft gone wrong in the middle, Michael McKinnon.
Yeah, that's it. A little too early in the corner, and you get loose, and these guys should know that. But that's what it looked like. I think, like you said, let's find who exactly started it, but that's what it was. That was a little bit mistimed bump. You want the straightaway, but it was still in the corner. Let's just back it up a little bit. You'll see right in that middle lane, we're going to get a little checkup, and then the 44 truck's going to get right into the back here. Go ahead, Adam.
My, oh my, look at this replay here from another angle from up top. And there you see William Tiller, the contact, and you're the monkey in the middle. You've got nowhere to go, especially when you get tagged from the left rear to the right. And then, oh man, Tyler Brady LaBeouf already got involved in one accident, was able to stay in it. And now he gets slammed and bammed into again here in the tribal working off turn 4.
And what's crazy, guys, and I just started to mention that where we had those single file lanes, we just started to see those 3 wide battles, those side-by-side battles just to take place on the racetrack. And just as that happened, Michael, disaster strikes. But, guys, I'm surprised really here in this race with 49 entries, we've only had about 2 or 3 on-track cautions.
Yeah, but when we get them, they are big ones. That one, like I said, the problem, folks, if you're watching at home, this looks simple. We're driving in a circle. When you are behind the truck, and we'll show it later on, you can't see anything. So when the corner shows up, you think you're in the right position. Your truck's out of position. It floats a little bit, and you get that kind of stuff. It's just that is milliseconds of difference between turning the wheel, not making the corner, or hitting the corner correctly. It is simply that much.
Man. Hunter Parsons now. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sorry, William. I was going to say Hunter Parsons now the new leader, man.
Let's talk to him, actually, Wesley. I believe you're catching up with Hunter Parsons himself.
Hunter, down to the stretch we go, and you're right in the catbird seat with 20 to go in truck 20.
Yeah, it's been a fun night. Just here for a good cause, and honestly, don't give a shit what happens from this point.
Oh no, we're demonetized now. Anyway, Hunter, I've seen you use that third lane. I've seen you use the middle everywhere. Where do you feel right now you need to be toward the end of this for the most momentum? That outside lane has really got some if you got the right pusher.
Yeah, I think the best line right now is probably going to be anywhere other than the grass or the apron destroyed and in smoke. A lot of people are just going for fun tonight, and that's, any other Nazareth night, you wouldn't see me being this, crazy and aggressive, but not a whole lot on the line. So just going to, have fun, throw some blocks, and probably end up wadded up in a hunk of metal here.
We see him in the 20. Yeah, I was going to say that. I'm sorry, I'm going to take it away. There's a special paint scheme, William Tiller, that he's driving, even though Time and Scoring is showing him in truck number 20 like usual.
Yeah, 25 is my Friday night number in the Nazareth series. A couple weeks ago for the All-Star race, I kind of just wanted to poke at Joey there and, do a little copycat rap. And then, things turned, a sour way for him. So tonight being in his deal, I kind of wanted to run that rap again.
And there you see, of course, that wrap, of course, Stephen Gregory in second. The 20 is the 25 up ahead there. Timing and Scoring is showing him as Hunter Parsons as our regular number 20. 15 tomorrow night, of course, for the Monday night series. But, I will say this. I know you and Joey have kind of had some history. For somebody that you might have had some words with over the over the season, or he mocks your truck or whatnot, or you do him. I think it shows how much camaraderie, respect, and love that the Nazareth family have, even though sometimes you might not get along. Definitely we go along in helping out a fallen, hurt family member of the passing of Miss Robin Doucette, his mother.
Yeah, for sure. It was a great deal put on tonight. A lot of guys, I'd say at least 80%, 90% of the field here tonight is Nazareth. A lot of outsiders that it's their first time here in Taylor Peacock's league. So really a big thing put together, and, a lot of support. I know for sure a lot of money was raised throughout this whole deal, and I know Taylor will have that amount here in the next couple days or tomorrow even, but definitely a huge turnout tonight, and it's been awesome to have a part of, and having you guys broadcast it too is even more sweeter for Joey.
Well, William, I know that you're certainly honored and humbled like I am. I know we're doing this out of our own time, of course, rushing in from my busy weekend to come in and make it a few minutes late because of the crazy traffic in Raleigh. But, man, I tell you, it's always great to see everybody just come together. Michael McKinnon, myself, William, all work this event. And remember, that QR code, Adam Fleeger's got it up there. We'll let you get back to work, Hunter Parsons. You're coming to a restart, man. And William Tiller, again, as we come to the home stretch of this race, listen, we know it's a memorial. We know it is an event where literally we're raising money for the Doucette family. But, hey, listen, and here's the truth on this thing. Real virtual, it's a race. Somebody wants to win this thing as we get ready to go back to green flag here with 19 to go.
Oh, absolutely. And you love to see if this is the picture that sums up this race. It's these two matching trucks on the front row paying homage to Robin Doucette here, both with the same purple and gold paint scheme here tonight, Michael, as Stephen Gregory in that 61 will lead us off of 2.
Yeah, our Nazar guys are showing up loud and proud, but this outside has got one huge push. That looks like Jeffrey McConey coming to the front with the help of Ed Osborne.
Works the back straightaway now. Back off into the corner into turn number 3. John Darnell, the third now. Powers to the top spot. Quickly now, Parsons will fall back to the top 5 in those two purple trucks. Also joining with Stephen Gregory. Now they fan back out 2 by 2. Get them back up to speed. It's now Osborne, the 28 to the lead on the outside as they work out of turn 4, William.
Where did he come from, guys? Ed Osborne in that 28 machine trying to make waves here in this race. Heading into 1 and 2, he'll lead a train of 3 trucks. It'll be him, Kenneth McCullough, who was leading early in this race. David Ray in the mix as well, as we have 3 trucks on the low side off of
Top
2.
3 trucks single file behind them. They are 2 by 2 by 2, but for how long? They start to power up to speed. Michael McKinnon as they start looking their way down the Alabama gang super stretch into 3.
That's right, Wesley, and I'm going to tell you what, that's about as good a push as I've seen 3 trucks ever put together here. If those guys stay together, everybody's in trouble. But we see McCullough right back to the front as we saw in stage 1. Devin Ray coming up through there with Ed Osborne, Steve Barnett. These guys are going for the gold right now because this is wild and crazy. They are pushing like crazy.
Back through the tribal. Here they come, storming to the start-finish line. Here comes now Kenneth McCullough Jr. That's the name, William Tiller, we remember in stage 1 around lap 16. About 30
Oh, no!
Contact! Trucks are crashing. One's up in the air. Coming back down the banking, up the banking, down to the apron. Big trouble. Almost 10 trucks littered as they work off of turn number 2 down the banking. Here for another caution flag in the Robin Doucette Memorial.
Oh, Michael, you could see that one starting to bubble up a little bit on the racetrack. We're getting a little wobbly there in the draft, heading into 1 and 2. You saw sort of that wave on the exit of the corner. That's what started that domino effect there, where you had all those trucks start to pile up. Let's check it out here once again.
Yeah, a little bad angle there, but I'm telling you what it is
Right there.
It's the super aggressive pushing, and if the third truck in line pushes the second truck in line into the truck in front, this is what you get.
And Michael,
now, it's hard to judge.
Michael, can I also say here that we've got new drivers that we never really know before that are running with our NASRA regulars, and sometimes these guys really don't know each other very well, so you don't know what type of personalities, how aggressive they can be, how impatient you can be. As Kenneth McCullough Jr. in the McConney setup ship truck into the fence and the safer barrier, 4 or 5 trucks, one climbs up the wall, and everyone else just going inside and outside. And Meg Ronigal, what a tough break for him. A truck that was really strong earlier in the race too caught up in it.
Yeah, Blanchard. I mean, there's several guys caught in it, Wesley. And like I said, this is just a product of if you're that tight together and somebody barely cracks the throttle, barely moves wrong, you tap them, they go forward, they tap the guy in front, and then the next guy checks up and it's over. That's the way it goes with these things.
On board now with one of those drivers. Oh my goodness. Oh, man, that's Matt Swope from Mount Orb. Oh, William. 15 laps to go, and here you go. And I'll say this, all of the races we've seen have all been big ones so far. Big wrecks in tonight's event. And I say this, it's because William, in patience. You got to be patient. To first, listen, virtual reality, you know I say this all the time, William Tiller. To first win the race, you must first finish. You can't win the race on lap number 30. You can damn sure lose it. We're seeing it now. But to be there at the end, you've got to be patient. You've got to work with the people beside you. And like when Michael McKinnon said, William, you can't be bump drafting here on lap number 45. You just can't do that. You can't.
No, absolutely not. And one thing that I was going to mention there in that replay is it looked like that middle lane was never comfortable. And I think it was because of that bump drafting that you guys were just alluding to. Once the driver starts to feel uncomfortable, they're going to try to make themselves comfortable. And then if another driver behind them feels uncomfortable, they're going to do the same thing. And then that's exactly what you have happened there. In a racetrack here at Talladega, those little tiny inches, you start to move out of that draft, you start to move and get comfortable, you make contact with somebody's fender, you have a pileup of 10 to 15 trucks. But guys, I got to say, it's been an absolute incredible race here, and we are racing for a cause in the Robin Doucette Memorial 175. Unfortunately, Robin Doucette, the mom of Joey Doucette, passed away this past week, and Joey Doucette is a beloved family member here at NASRA. Goes by the Joker, guys. Very talented driver here, actually racing for a championship tomorrow night. If you could, folks, just go ahead and scan that QR code. If you're not comfortable with donating, just see what this race is all about. See what this cause is for, and learn a little bit about the Doucette family, and then maybe feel the need to donate to that family,
William,
guys.
just
but
share.
We'll see what happens here at the end.
Yeah, just share. If you care, you must share. A friend Jackie Posey used that line the other night, and it's in my head. If you care, you must share. Share. Take the time to share the link on YouTube. Share it on Facebook. It's on both outlets. Post it on your social media. Take a screenshot. Put it on your TikTok or your Snappy Chat, and just say, "Hey, look, in memory of Doucette Memorial, check this out." Or if you don't want to make a donation, you can at least share just to get the word about it. Hashtag 16 strong and Michael McKinnon. I'm sure the Doucette family will all be grateful and appreciative of it as well. Thank you to all the comments that are coming in. Mikey Eden, hello. It says new broadcaster here, learning new things. Welcome aboard on the Nazareth family, joining us on the broadcast. Hope you're enjoying it and learning whatever, the pros that Michael McKinnon and William Tiller are teaching you along the way. I'm along for the ride. No. We're all in this together. And hopefully you get some type of ideas or critique of what you can do to make yourself a better iRacing broadcaster. Michael, this has been highly entertaining. I know it's a memorial, but when we get down to it, you guys are racers. You're aggressive. You're going to want to win these races, and we're seeing it here now, but under 15 to go.
Well, and that's right. Everybody's starting to go right now. They feel like they got to start to make their move. They probably do now. I'm sure they're full of fuel. They're all set to go. It's all good. And I'm going to put a shameless plug in the middle of this because we have great new fans watching tonight. We're all a big family. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m., Nazareth 360 Broadcasting Network. It is our Sim Racer Hub championship race for the Truck Series. Friday nights, folks, we have our premier Truck Series. We're starting our playoffs at Darlington Friday night, 8 p.m. Central. All our races are 8 p.m. Central, so everybody can kind of keep track of it.
So that's 9 Eastern, 8 Central. 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central.
9 East, 8 Central, that's correct. And we've got an Xfinity Series starting. We've got a Cup Series starting. If you want to race, you want a great league and a family that will pick you guys up, great teams, go to Nazareth Racing, look us up, find Brady. We will take care of it. If you want to race in this league, get in this league because, to me, this is as good as it gets.
Ready for the field, and again tomorrow night, Brady LaBeouf, Hunter Parsons, Justin White, Nathan Maurer, Lance Miller, and Joey Doucette even will battle for the championship. 6 in Season 2 of the Nazareth Sim Racer Hub Truck Series, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, tomorrow night from Auto Club Speedway. Green flag goes back in the air as the field will come to the line on lap number 54. Less than 12 laps to go. Green flag back in the air, and now it's pucker time. McCullough Jr. down to the bottom of the racetrack. Here comes another name, William Tiller, we haven't mentioned all night. He won at Talladega on the Monday Series a few weeks ago. Steve Barnett climbs the bank and went and Don Vondell into 1.
Barnett on the top side of the racetrack off of 2. You see McCullough on the low side. Mark Vandell back there as well. Devin Ray has been consistently inside of the top 5 as we're down this backstretch into 3 and 4. Michael, this is the calm before the storm. Fireworks are going to be shot off here. 12 laps to go.
Yeah, there's going to be fireworks, and there's going to be a third lane show up here pretty quick if they can get any takers. And somebody's going to have to do it. We're going to all get locked in. Now watch, as I was telling you guys, we're giving everybody room earlier. Not so much now. We're gonna cruise right down on the bumper, try to take some air away and see if we can get a run.
Started this race with 49 trucks entered for this event. Now down to maybe half of that as they work the banking out of turn number 1 and 2. McCullough, the Georgia Bulldogs, a number 1 team in the college football, leads the way in his 0-3. Here comes Ray. Barnett now to the outside. He'll battle Osborne and William Tiller. They go to 3.
As those Georgia Bulldogs made Gator tail out of the Florida Gators this past weekend, he's trying to do the same thing out of this field as Barnett's got a big push on that outside. See if you can ride that momentum out of 4. We're going to have a drag race down the front stretch.
Trucks in the back going 3 and 4 wide. There goes McRonigal jumping out of line to the outside. From the top right, he'll hook up with Raul Meza. Storming through the tribal. 10 to go at Talladega. The Robin Doucette Memorial to the home stretch. Michael McKinnon, they're back into turn number 1.
Yeah, and that was a great push from Vondell right there. If we can get this top lane, we're getting a blocking starting early here. There goes McCullough up to the top. He's going to block the run of Barnett. But that may open up the inside. We're going to have to watch to see if Devin Ray can hold it right there. McCullough is clear if he wants it, but we'll see if he wants to do it.
In the middle side there, McCullough trying to hold it down, getting a push by Barnett into 3 and 4 here. Wesley got to keep an eye out, though. Ed Osborne trying to make a run on that low side, being pushing Devin Ray along the low side. McCullough, though, in the middle with 3 wide on the front stretch.
You're starting to watch McRonigal and Raul Meza. Now there's contact up in the front. Ray, Barnett, McCullough almost slam doors with one another. They do bang fenders. Cross the line. Everyone holds it together. They're going up to the... Oh, here we go. Now we're in single digits. 9 to go, and they're breaking loose, Michael. William back into turn number 1.
Very loose right there. I cannot believe they held that. That kind of stuck Cinnamon on the outside. He's still got time to make a run. But right now, Devin Ray, Kenneth McCullough, Ed Osborne, they're going to stay on the bottom, stay tight as they can to see how much momentum they can build.
Well, I tell you what, William Tiller, they literally door slammed one another, and somehow they keep that momentum going up the bank into 3.
What a field we have here tonight in the Robin Doucette Memorial 175. These guys can beat and bang against one another in 3 wide situations of the high banks of Sweet Home Talladega, and they're keeping it together because they want to take home the checkered flag here in this memorial race, as Devin Ray is our new race leader.
Go Bama, roll tide virtually. It's Sweet Home Alabama back to turn number 1. Ray down to the top spot. McCullough now right back the monkey in the middle. And somehow trying to get something started up on the top shelf for Grandma hides the cookies from Grandpa is going to be Lecty. Lecty and Darnell, they're trying to get something going with Cinnamon back straight away, Michael, into 3.
Yeah, we got Barnett, we got McCullough, everybody fighting for position. This is where you got to look for that bad push, but these guys are doing a fantastic job. Ooh, that was a little bit tight there. Kind of scared me for a second. This is just great racing at the front. This is who can push who to the front, try to get to the bottom and hold a position.
Coming out of turn number 4, storming down to the tribal. Remember, Talladega start-finish line not in the middle like Daytona, the sister track, brother track to the big facility. They go all the way back to turn number 1 of the exit of pit road, and they're getting 3 wide behind the top 10 there, William, back into turn number 1.
The entire top 20 of this race locked on the screen here in the Nazareth 360 Racing Network as we come off with 2. Barnett trying to lead a charge in the middle lane. We're seeing a high side also trying to be built up. That arrow is playing with the trucks as we see the 44 pull out of line. We're still airtight inside of the top side of the grid as we're side by side for the race lead.
Yeah, we had a big run coming with Cinnamon and Reeves and all that. They were able to go up the high side, make their way right back into line here. I still am expecting several more people to jump out to the outside. It is the fastest way around if it's going to get a little lifting on the front. But as for now, Kenneth McCullough taking the number 1 Georgia Bulldogs to the front with Steve Barnett in tow.
Here's the deal. When you're by yourself, single file, it's absolutely fine. 2's a party. 3's chaos, and we do got chaos in turn 1. Trucks are scattered. It's another big wreck. Doucette crash. Other more's involved. Big trouble for Raul Meza. Big trouble for, I believe, Osborne. McRonigal trying to get away. Cinnamon trying to scamper away. The 25 of Parsons trying to get away. Another big one setting us up possibly for the overtime finish at Talladega into turn number 1, William Tiller. The big one again. All the wrecks tonight here have been big wrecks with multi-trucks, and there you see them litter into turn 1 on the replay.
And Michael, looking at that replay, it looks like we had a truck literally at a 90-degree angle on the racetrack, and whenever you see that heading into a corner, that's never a good thing.
No, that's never good. I don't know if somebody touched the apron or if they got a bad push, but like I said 100 times, for those that don't do this, this is hard to do. So let's see if we can catch what happened back here. Let's go up a few places. Let's go up to 20th place.
Yeah.
Adam Flieger, and see if we can see what exactly transpired right here. We know McConey kind of got through on the bottom, him and Brady. But
that was smart.
Oh yeah, you just stay back, wait for the big one, roll through we all do it, right?
up top side, getting ready to show you the replay of what happened through the tribal. It happened around the top 10. If you could pick up a truck somewhere within the top 10, then you could probably pick up where it all happened, because literally, look, you're coming to the line, you're coming to the finish here with under 5 to go, William Tiller. Somebody zigged when they should have zagged. I was just about to say, 1 is okay, 2 is a do-si-do, 3 is a crowd, 4 is a party, 5 is chaos, and I think they went 5 wide trying to fight from the apron to the top, and then you had that big trouble there in the corner.
Yeah, and as Michael alluded to here in this race, the cautions that we've had on the racetrack, although just a few at Talladega here in these 66 laps, and here it is, guys. You'll see right here, we'll have a truck go at a 90-degree angle right there. That's 2 trucks right there, Michael.
Yeah, it looked like it started on the top side. I can't quite make out the truck number. I'm saying again, that's a push gone wrong. You push too deep in the corner, and you will turn the truck straight up. But let's watch the white and yellow truck at the top. Not sure who it is, but that seems to be about where it started. We need to go up a couple positions. Right there, he came down just a touch. I thought he was clear, was not. And down we go. And on my screen, I cannot quite make out who the truck was.
Well, we see Meg Ronigal 3 wide, 4 wide. There you go. There I mentioned William. There you see him going from 1, 2, 3 wide to 4 wide, and here we go, seeing it again here. And by the way, I got a feeling we're going to go into overtime for this finish of the Robin Doucette Memorial Tribute Race. Look at this in the middle, Meg Ronigal. Yeah, let's see if there's contact here. Obviously, there was contact. That's a given. There it is. Right there, William Tiller. And look at this, at the same time, he gets to the left rear of the truck in front of him. He gets tagged into another truck. That truck tags another one. Cinnamon gets scattered in. McRonigal got turned every which way but loose, and that's how you have a big one.
What was the truck on the bottom doing right there? That's a little weird. That's a little suspect.
Can we watch this again, Adam Flager? Put us in reverse one more time.
That was something. I'm not sure who that is, but he just worked himself up.
You talking about the purple 25, maybe?
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
Right.
Oh.
He just worked himself up. He just missed the timing on the corner. And that's why I've told you guys 1,000 times watching this. This looks easy. Let's just drive around in a circle. This is hard, folks. Air, you can't see, but you see this truck right here. I can't tell who it is right beside McGronigal. You see it go up about 3 positions. I just don't know who it was, but he just floated up. And, of course, McGronigal was forcing the issue 4 wide, but he floated up, and that's all it took. That is all it takes. Graveyard.
Boy, oh boy. Oh, man, here's another look at it. Yeah, Richard Elliott. 0-2. And by the way, I just want to extend a very special thank you. I know, William Tiller, you will as well, because I know we're the main voices of NASRA, saying thank you to everybody for joining us, whether it is our full-time NASRA drivers that run on Monday or Friday night. Of course, I know they're working on a new NASRA Cup Series. I think it's going to be on Saturday nights late. Possibly might be joining you for that during the wintertime. But again, William, this race really drawed out a lot of participation from a lot of people that might just be friends of the Doucettes or friends of Joey in general, or they just care about another in the iRacing community or the NASRA family to step up and be a part of this. And for all of that, sincerely, I say with the truest humbleness available, thank you. Thank you so much to everyone. And I know, William, you will, repeat the same sentiments as too.
Oh, absolutely. Wesley, in the moment that this race was put together, it wasn't a who can attend, it was a what time to be there sort of scenario. And for a lot of these guys, we had to cut the entries off. There were so many people that wanted to be involved in this race here tonight. A few guys we had to squeeze in at the last minute just because they wanted to race in this. And just from the chats I've seen off of the simulator here, guys wanting to match the prize pool and donations, it's just it's incredible to see one of our brothers have a hardship and everybody stand around him in this hard time.
Yeah, Yeah, for sure. And Michael McKinnon, I know you said this earlier when we came on the air. It just goes to the true fabric of how great some of these people are in the world of iRacing and the Nazareth family. And just, I say it again, whether it's Adam Flieger on production or the race director TJ Moore or Brady LaBeouf and Cody Knott, what they're doing with Nazareth, what you did when it got started, whether it's in the broadcast booth to the virtual iRacers. Hey, listen, we don't have nothing to talk about if we don't have these 49, drivers that signed up here as we're getting ready to try to go to overtime to settle this one. And believe it or not, we're on the regular scheduled distance. We still have a shot to try to finish this thing here on the scheduled amount of laps. Green flag goes back in the air, and Georgia's Kenneth McCullough Jr. now powers away from the field. They got 2 laps, Michael McKinnon, to get it done as they work into one.
Yeah, big jump from McCullough. I thought he messed up right there, but I think that was planned with Devin Ray. Got Osborne on the outside. This is going to be who can push and not make a mess. Let's put it that way. But right now it's McCullough, Osborne, Darnell, and Ray.
Field clean so far into 3 and 4. Osborne, McCullough side by side. Ray, Darnell there as well. Win with the fireworks start to go off as Barnett in that 42. He's looking on the low side of the racetrack as you see McCullough not liking it though as Osborne with a huge run on the outside.
Guys, we got a caution. We got trouble on the back straightaway. I know we're getting excited for the field to come to the white flag, but there is a yellow flag, and this race is going to be going into overtime now. Problems with about 1.5 laps to go. They were hoping to make it to the white flag. That's just not the case, as this scattered trucks right now, you're seeing on the replay, go into the wall. Meg Ronigal and others in trouble. Michael McKinnon in overtime here in the Robin Doucette Memorial on deck next.
That was an odd-looking move. We backed that up, looked at that again. That was a little odd-looking right there. But, yeah, we're going to have 1 green-white checkered attempt. So when we go next time, the next flag will end the race. But let's see what happens here. Somebody made a big move. Somebody made a bad push. And once again, here we are. See if we can pick it. Oh, that looked like net code, boy. That looked like net code.
Let's see the replay one more time. Holy cow. Watch it, Meg Ronigal. Oh, yeah. Because you see, there's not really any contact there, Michael McKinnon, as you said. We call it net code because it's basically where 2 servers or 2 different internet frequencies aren't meshing together, and it causes this incident to happen. When they finally get back in sync with one another, you got chaos and mayhem, and they're in the wall.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's 2 IP addresses didn't match. The computer thought there was contact, and away it goes. That's the difference between the virtual and real world, but it is what it is. They got close enough for the computer to say, hey, we got problems. Then, of course, we get a little checkup stuff here, and then bam.
And guys, as we're under caution here in the Robin Doucette Oriole 175, we are going to have overtime racing. We are joined by a special guest here up here in the broadcast booth, Taylor Peacock. And Taylor, just hats off to you, man. Round of applause for organizing all of this, getting all these guys together. I know you've been working behind the scenes for Joey and just sort of speak what this race means, and it's just been an absolute outpouring of support for the 16 and the Doucette family.
Oh man, it really has. It has been awesome what the iRacing community has provided us with tonight. It's great, all for a great cause for Joey and helping his mom's funeral arrangements and everything. Not just the drivers, the broadcaster. You guys came in on your own time, and I can't thank you guys enough. There's a lot of guys in here. There's some guys in here that aren't in here that has donated, and just from the Nazareth family, like it really is a family. It's amazing. I'm not sure. I'm kind of speechless. I'm not sure what to say. Besides thanks to everybody.
I'm sorry, Michael. Go ahead, brother.
No, I say Taylor, thank you. Right. I paid my money to run tonight. I knew I was going to have a libation or 2 while I watched football. I knew better. So I didn't come in here to ruin anybody's night. But this is outstanding, man. I don't know of a group that could put this together in 3 days, 4 days, that could get 50 people to show up, sponsors to show up. I mean, it's just ridiculous, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you. It's good to hear that.
Well, it's like what we talked about. Literally, Taylor. It's everybody had schedules and things going on. Obviously, Martinsville and other races. I have been busy. I know William had stuff going on. It was just logistically everyone coming together. But and I say this in all humbleness, we build friendships with you guys. We not just call races and say, hey, man, you did this and congrats. You start carrying conversations. You get to know people like yourself, like Joey Doucette, and then we start to learn the stories about his mom and the personal things. And it's just some way for us to all come together and say worldwide, we love you. We're thinking about you, Doucette family. We thank you for Joey Doucette being a part of NASRA and everyone else being able to do what they can do to help.
Absolutely, yeah. Like a lot of these guys in NASRA, I've known for three plus years now, and I've become really good friends with a lot of them. And we all race together. We all have a lot of respect for each other. It's just really cool to see what we're able to do with this. It's really awesome.
All right, brother. We'll let you go. Thanks for being a part of this event. And that's the 81, usually a Taylor Peacock joining us here. And William Tiller, we're ready to go for an overtime shootout. There's only one attempt at a green-white checker to decide who will be the winner of the inaugural Robin Doucette Memorial 175 here at Talladega.
Absolutely. As the field comes down the backstretch here, once again, I do want to second those sentiments from Michael to Taylor and all the work that he's done for the 16 of Joey Doucette and that family. I mentioned it there, Wesley, before we started this broadcast. He mentioned to me off air we've risen over $1,500 to help out with the Doucette family in this tough time. That is absolutely amazing as we creep up to the start of overtime.
And we're not done yet. There's still a QR code on the bottom right of the monitor on the screen. It's hashtag 16strong. And, of course, click on that QR code and do what you can to make a donation. Obviously, whether you want to give us the kind that jingles or folds, we greatly appreciate it. All of that money goes right towards helping out the family with funeral costs, whatever it is that they need help with, the bills that are going to be piled in, helping out whatever you can. Always reach out and help somebody because, obviously, I think a lot of people in the world would do the same thing for you. A lot of craziness in our world today, but there's still the true fabric of great American people like everyone that's joined us, and thank you. Ready for the field to come to the Geico restart zone. Overtime. This is it. One and done to get this race decided in the inaugural Robin Doucette Memorial. McCullough scampers on the bottom as Osborne right there to the outside. Ruckers or checkers, Michael McKinnon, as they work into one.
Yeah, it's McCullough, it's Osborne, it's Ray, it's Darnell. They are all pushing for what they got right now, folks. We're going to see who can hold it together. Let's make it to the white flag. And, we are boogieing that through there. Somebody gave a bad push. This is exciting. Here we come. Now we're going to make it third lane.
Ed Osborne takes us into 3 and 4. He'll lead the low side. Can we keep it together through 3 and 4? John Darnell will join him on the low side of the racetrack. We have Alejandro up there in that 69. We're wrecking on the floor.
Trouble, cautions out. Ed Osborne is the man that's being scored as the leader as the field does come by through the tribal. Out of turn number 4, this will be the white flag and the yellow flag. Race will be official. Ed Osborne wins the inaugural Robin Doucette Memorial here in Talladega. A race that was filled with emotion, heartbreak, and then the homage and the memory of a falling comrade iRacer's mother has then been a scattered battle of wrecked trucks every time, multi-truck accidents when the yellow flag fell. And William Tiller, Ed Osborne, where did he come from? Right place, right time, wins this special event at Talladega Superspeedway.
Absolutely, and no better way to not only honor Robin Doucette's memory, but also to be 16 strong here in NASRA. This is a NASRA regular, Michael, that races Monday nights, Friday nights. We see Ed Osborne in that 42 truck sometimes, and this 28 sometimes. Takes home this checkered flag, and this victory is just going to have so much special meaning, and it's just going to mean so much to Ed Osborne and that team.
Oh, this is going to be huge for Ed. He's raced with Joey all the way back at Bluegrass years and years. And by the way, look at your standings, folks. Look who made it all the way back to, I believe, 5th place when this ends up. the Joker himself. I think he's going to end up top 5 in this. My scoring keeps changing. I think they're messing around with it. I think he's going to end up top 5.
We're showing a replay of the crash, but honestly, we need to show Ed Osborne on live camera coming to the checkered flag because this race is official for the number 28 machine. He is the leader. He comes down to the line. Finally, Adam Flieger grabs the video as they get ready to come to the stripe. Checkered flag is out, and William Tiller, Ed Osborne, coming out of nowhere, is going to win probably one of the most special races of his iRacing career in memory of Robin Doucette, the memorial race here. You know, usually we have 2-3 attempts at overtime. Not tonight. It's a special race, special format, special distance, 1 stage instead of 3 stages, 1 overtime instead of 3. And Ed Osborne, right place, right time, played his cards to win here tonight at Talladega.
And you can see the outpouring of love from the other drivers here as he took home this checkered flag. I mean, just an incredible race, Michael, to have 49 entries. Those on-track cautions we talked about, not as many as you would think here at Talladega. It did start to pile up there, but all of them were at least 10 trucks involved in each of those. And Osborne was able to get through all that, finish 24 spots to the good. This is the drop of that green flag. Just an incredible victory for Ed Osborne.
Oh, it's fantastic for Ed. He's a member of Mission 1 on Monday nights. Been here for about 3-4 seasons now. I mean, it's just, I feel so great for Ed right now. You see him getting spun out. Look like maybe John Darnell spun him out so he can get in his burnout correctly.
Here is the unofficial results pending anything changing in the inaugural Robin Doucette Memorial 175 here at the Talladega Super Speedway on the iRacing virtual server. Ed Osborne is the winner, up 24 spots, but it counted the most to get around them at the big one, coming to the white flag. John Darnell III will finish in second, up 39 spots. Alejandro Montadosco, he finishes third, 42 spots climbed for the number 69. Stephen Gregory is fourth. Joey Doucette, how about this one? He finishes fifth after being caught up in an accident, William Tiller, to rally back in the top 5. Devin Ree, Adam Lichty, Jacob Reeves, Hunter Parsons, 2 guys who worked in the broadcast booth over the years in the top 10, and Chris Blanchard in the 9 here at Talladega.
Yeah, in that 11th position, we saw a man that was throwing some elbows here tonight, the 37 machine, Raul Meza. 12th, we have William Mann Jr. in the 29. 13th position, we have Jeff Sickles in the 30. 14th here tonight's going to be Robbie Richards in that 47. Going to go 1 number down as usual, 48. J.R. Miller in that 78 machine will finish 15th. Dana Shepard in that 43 will finish 16th. Aubrey Thompson, 17th. John Ward, 18th. And rounding out our top 10, we have Brad Gildehart and Dan Hagan.
Adam Newton will finish 21st. Justin Mills is 22nd. Kenneth McCullough Jr. 23rd. Jason McCullough's 24th. Stephen Thomas 25th. Derek Donna rounds out the top 30 with 26, followed by Bradley Stefane, Adam Ford, Mark Von Dale, and Stephen Barnett, who at one time we thought was going to be in the rally to win the race. He'll finish in 30th, William.
We look after that. Richard Elliott finishes 31st. Tyler Dittmer, a colleague of ours here at the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. Be sure to check out the Hot Lap podcast featuring Tyler Dittmer, finishes 32nd. Jeffrey McConey, once again, we want to say thank you very much for Jeffrey McConey for taking the time out here tonight to race along with us in this special cause with McConey Setup Shops, finishes 33rd. We saw him get caught up in a few accidents towards the end of this race. Andrew McGonigal finishes 34th. Acme Prochner finishes 35th. Nathan Rogg finishes 36th. John Molahan, 37th. And Michael McKenna finishes 38th. And rounding out our top 10, we have Chris Cinnamon and the boss man, Brady LaBeouf.
Matt Swap will finish in 42nd. Douglas Camp 42nd is, Matt Swap 41st. Douglas Camp 42nd. Harrison Whitehead 43rd. Zach Hartwick is 44th. Clint Mata 45th. Jesse Scrooge 46th. Tim White 47th. David Watts 48th. Bobby Forbes is 49th. But Taylor Peacock was the 50th driver of making an attempt but unable to start the race. 49 drivers, Michael McKinnon, win at it on the iRacing server for the memory of Joey Doucette's mother, Robin Doucette, in the 16 Strong Memorial. And what a special event it was, man.
It was great, Wesley. I mean, the turnout's fantastic. And the first thing I want to say is each and every one of these drivers, thank you for showing up tonight. As I said, I paid an entry. I knew I wasn't going to race tonight. It's thank you, thank you, thank you. And for anyone that wants to get in this league, make it better. You guys showed your support. Just go to Nazareth-Racing on Facebook and come join us, guys. We appreciate it so much. But the action was great. Little early pushing, little hard racing. I mean, it is what it is, right? It was fantastic all the way to the finish.
We are trying to grab Ed Osborne, John Darnell III, and Alejandro on the podium. I do not see them as of yet. So, Adam Fligger, let's do something, buddy. We ain't took a break all night long. Let's step away real quickly. Let's see if we can get him. Ed Osborne will join us in Victory Lane when we return. Coverage of the special Robin Doucette Memorial from Talladega on the Nazareth 360 Racing Network wraps up post when we come back. Okay. We're back here at Talladega. I was informed that obviously we usually have a commercial loop for all of our coverage of usually Monday and Friday. This was a special put together event. A lot of things, a lot of logistics to make it happen, and of course, unable to have the commercials. But by the way, don't forget tomorrow night, Nazareth Sim Racer Hub Season 2 Championship. 6 drivers will battle tomorrow night at Auto Club Speedway. Again, tomorrow night, William Tiller, myself, Michael McKinnon might pop in and join us on the call, as well as Adam Fligger on the production, Brady LaBeouf, Hunter Parsons, Justin White, Nathan Maurer, Lance Miller, and even Joey Doucette will battle tomorrow night. Those 6 drivers, Auto Club Speedway. Make your plans to join us on the Nazareth 360 Racing Network. I'm Wesley Outland, William Tiller alongside, of course, longtime man behind Nazareth, Michael McKinnon, owner, president, driver, broadcaster, and we've looked forward and humbled and honored to bring it to you here tonight for the exciting video and audio sights and sounds of the inaugural Robin Doucette Memorial 175. Ed Osborne, congratulations to you, man. Right place, right time. Every wreck tonight was filled with multi-truck calamity. Did you feel like that storm was brewing for sure in that final attempt at an overtime, and what made the move to be there in the end to take that lead and get the win?
Oh yeah, I was extremely lucky for a change, so I was able to miss everything and just really wasn't trying to do anything until after the last pit. But with the cautions, it kind of mixed things up, and I ended up close to the front. I think I was in like 4th or 5th there, and just was able to miss that last little bit of chaos. And then the restart, John in the 99 was just able to give me a hell of a push and got me by. I didn't want to drop down and leave him up there, but I wanted to make sure that he was clear to lure him into continuing to push me. And then the calamity hit, and so I don't know. I don't like winning like that, but I never win, so I'll take it.
And
Hey, Ed,
go ahead.
Ed, this is Mike, right? I don't never win either. I would have took it too, my man. But you were up front all night. Did you? I seen you on the outside all night. You kind of raced like I like to race here. The outside seemed to have a lot of momentum if you got a right push. So was that your plan? Just try to get to the high side, keep as much momentum as you could as you went.
Yeah, I kept waiting for the third line to come up, and I guess with the cautions there, that just never uh, they just never could get it going. But I was actually going to go all the way to the top. I know. I think Brady, might have been a lap down, but there at one point he was able to push me all the way to the front on the high side. So I was comfortable just anywhere though. For some reason, I was racing around most guys that I generally never race with. A lot of these guys I haven't raced with. I don't know where all my buddies was at, but it worked out for me for sure.
William.
Yeah, Ed, if I could here, you just talked about all the awesome things you did in this race, but if I could ask you what this race and this victory, we sort of talked about it as you were crossing that start finish line. What's this victory and what's this race mean for you here tonight?
Well, it's all about Joey's mother tonight, and I just want to, let Joey know that everybody's thinking of him. He's got many and many of friends, especially, in the racing network. But Joey's been a friend of mine for a couple of years now. Helps me a whole lot. He's been my teammate in multiple leagues and stuff. It's all about Joey and everything that him and his family is going through right now. Just our sympathies and everything out to them.
I couldn't have said that any better. Ed, obviously, for you, I said this when you were coming to the flag. I know it finished under yellow flag, and I know that's probably not what a lot of people wanted to see, but this race was highly entertaining, and of course, and to show the love and to the Doucette family, no doubt. We'll have words with Joey Doucette as well here in just a few moments. But Ed Osborne, man, congratulations to you. A big victory. I know it wasn't a points win. I know it wasn't a playoff win, but it's something that you can say, hey, man, I played my cards right. I did what I needed to do, and I was around the right place at the right time to win this event for sure. Definitely.
Yeah.
Thank your sponsors.
Yeah. Hey, I just want to give a big shout out to all my racing buddies. Taylor, thanks for doing this for Joey. It really means a lot. I'm sure Joey knows this. We love you, Joey. Holler if you need anything, buddy. All you guys up in the broadcast booth, man, y'all do an awesome job. It is so entertaining to watch all these.
Yeah.
The next day deal. This one's going to be exceptional for me. But that's about it, guys.
We appreciate it. Another man that works in the broadcast for NASRA, our Friday night commentator with William Tiller, is Jacob Reeves, my buddy down in, of course, the Georgia, Alabama area. And Jacob, man, your take of this event. Amazing how everybody came together so quickly to make this happen. And, of course, Joey Doucette, too, from Friday nights.
Yeah, I mean, the Joker, Joey Doucette, that's what, me and Will basically nicknamed him, for
we all did that night. Was it,
yeah, everybody.
Nashville Super Speedway, that race, the ICCC event at Nashville, if I remember, for the Comic-Con show.
Yep, that was exactly right. He was actually battling for the lead up against a black truck that kind of looks like mine a little bit, but we basically, he was the Batman and Joey was the Joker, and we was like, can the Joker run him down? And ever since then, the Joker, Joey Doucette, is stuck, and, this was an absolute awesome event. I talked to Joey about it Friday night, and he wanted me to run, and I was absolutely on board with it 100%. I mean, thoughts and prayers to Joey and, his family. I mean, I know I might be the kind of the new guy around the block here, but, these guys are like family to me as well. And, it was awesome to be in this event tonight and support Joey. And Joey, buddy, we're thinking about you. We love you to death, and if you need anything, give us a holler, bud.
I will say this for sure. You know, and I think I said it at one time, William Tiller, during the broadcast. It just shows you the true fabric of our NASRA racing family, iRacing family, or just racing family in general. I was talking to somebody about this last night, working flow racing at Orange County Speedway, and you know, you see it Martinsville for the NASCAR world, or anything in general. You know, when there's tragedy or somebody's hurting, everybody comes together. And it's awesome to see that in less than 3 days' time, the work that was done, Jacob Reeves, to make it be just a success, to whatever amount of money is given. Obviously, we donated or volunteered our time. We normally get paid for working NASRA broadcast. I said, don't give me anything. I'll pop in. I'll come in from working the races over the weekend, and I'll be right here. I'm going to be a few minutes late, obviously, but to join everybody and to be a part of it, definitely just show how much love we have for a guy like Joey Doucette. We knew the story. We knew this for months about his mother having illness and being sick, and then sadly, I think sometimes you cope with it, but then the reality sits, and then that's when everybody comes together for sure. I hope that we make this an annual event for sure, Jacob, for years to come, no doubt.
Absolutely, and I mean, I actually looked up and got a top 10 out of it, and so I heard, I heard something about that there's going to be a payout for it, and I didn't race for the money, honestly, Wesley. It was to be here for Joey, so whatever payout I get, I don't. It all goes to Joey. Every bit of it, whatever it is, it goes to him. To help out with everything that needs to be done. I mean, that's why I was here tonight, was because Joey wanted me here, and I wanted to be here as well for this event. I'm just happy I'm just happy I dodged all the carnage right there coming off of turn 4 and was able to bring it home in one piece tonight.
Definitely. And William Tiller is, before we bring Joey Doucette in, I believe, honestly, the reason why we had so much carnage is because you've got new drivers, you've got new personalities, new people from not running NASRA that we really don't know, and they're there to help. They're doing their part, but obviously the competitive nature settles in. You want to win. They want to win this race. They want to do what Ed Osborne did tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that it's all a common denominator. They're all here for one reason, and that's to support Joey Doucette and to race in memory of Robin Doucette. And I know, Wesley, you talked about us volunteering our time here tonight. Well, I wanted to go ahead and announce, too, I called the race on Friday night in the Concerns of Police Survivors Truck Series. I'm going to go ahead and donate my payment for that race to the fund as well. So I just want to show any kind of support I can to the Doucette family. Of course, we've called memorial races before.
Oh, yeah.
Never have I think I've called one that's hit as close to home as this one. Of course, Joey's racing for a championship tomorrow. It's his mom. I mean, it's just one of those things, Wesley, we can't even begin to imagine what Joey's going through. So just a little sign of just support that we all can show Joey and his family through this tough time. And we're all here for you, Joey, and any support you need, definitely reach out to us.
Yeah, it's perfect time to bring in Joey Doucette. And Joey, I follow the same thing. William Tiller, Michael McKinnon, Ed Osborne, Jacob Reeves, Brady LaBeouf, and so many others of the NASRA family say, man, we're sorry for your loss. Know that she's not suffering anymore, and know that you've got a lot of people here with you from across the world that support you and, of course, are right there mourning with you, man. Hang in there.
Yeah, guys, I'm just lost of words. When I told everybody Tuesday night after my mom passed, and all you guys came out of the woodworks. I mean, just like Will said, we knew it for months that my mom was sick.
Right.
But no, I jumped in the Discord Wednesday with Taylor and Stephen Gregory, and I had to wanted to get back to, just chill, get my mind off things, and just talk. And Peacock just came out of nowhere. Hey, I'm gonna do a Sunday race for you, for your mom, for your family. He had a flyer. He had set up almost everything in like 15 minutes. And it was unbelievable. people started coming in. Hunter Parsons posting it in the iRacing community on Facebook, every single Discord, everywhere. And then I kind of asked Brady, I think it was right after the podcast, I was like, hey, do you think we could broadcast this race? And because we were all thinking about it, and I was like, and Dipner usually doesn't like super speedway racing, so I was like, hey, if Dipner wants to, and he goes, no, Dipner wants to race, but Flieger's in, Will's in. I'm like, oh my goodness. I was like, oh, and then and you, Wesley. I was like, we have you, we got you, and it's I'm Blanchard and what he's doing, and you know, and Brady and all you guys. There's no, I could say thank you so many times, and for having this, reaching out, talking to me, making sure I'm okay, making sure my family's doing okay. Like I said in the pod, not the podcast, but usually all my interviews that I do with you guys, when I finish in the top 3, Brady's always saying this is a family, and it's a big family.
Right.
We saw that tonight. We had over 50 drivers, not all including NASRA drivers, and some that are not part of it. And I never expected that. I really didn't. And these guys are amazing. And I appreciate everybody that came out and did this. And I just love you guys. I really do.
Michael, as a driver, I know, again, like you said, whenever we're all, we enjoy the good times, but we also mourn for the bad. You build relationships with all these people. And, man, believe it or not, people that's watching, you might not know this. I know Brady LaBeouf and Cody Knott's commander-in-chief now, but NASRA started with Michael McKinnon. You started all this, Michael.
Yeah, I did, but I recruited a lot of people. I don't think I got Joey in there. I think Brady did, but that doesn't matter at this point.
Right.
Joey, it's we've talked privately, we've had chats privately.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite part of tonight is when this race started. William Tiller said the unofficial amount raised for this event at the beginning of the race was $1,500. To me, that is an incredible statement to this family and to what we all are here to do, and that's to take care of our own, bud. And you are one of us, for good or bad, right? And I'm not trying to break you up, but that, like I said, unofficial. That's what I had heard. That's what we were told.
That's when it started. That's not counting anything in. Right.
That's when the
guys matching prize pools just coming into the chat saying they would just match the prize pool, not even just matching whatever it was. They would just donate that exact amount.
It's just an amazing output of support for you, and during your tough time here, just understand you have friends, bud. I know we can all go to dark places sometimes, but you've got us. You've got friends, and you will always have us. So congratulations tonight. Good run. We know you got caught in trouble, top 5. I know you don't care about that. This was just a super outpouring from the group, and we love you, bud. Don't ever let that go.
I love you guys too. I really do. And I just want to say one more thing, Wesley.
Yeah.
And I know you don't win a lot. I appreciate you being my teammate for the past 3 years in different leagues, including NASRA. And I'm so happy you got this win, man. I am so proud. I know you've tried so hard to get these wins in the regular league, but I am so proud that you won this race.
That's all thanks to you, and I got to give a lot of credit to Chris Blanchard too, but man, we love you. That's for sure, buddy.
I do see Chris Blanchard in the box here. Chris, have you got anything that you want to say in post as well, my friend?
That was I'm just glad everybody came out. Joey and I have been doing some cash races on Thursday night with PGR, and John Ward stepped up and he got 10 15 people to race with us tonight. It's just there's Nazara guys and then super speedway guys. There's ringers in there that they race cash races like this every night. So just to have everybody come together like this for Joey is phenomenal. And then when that last caution came, we were getting ready to go back to that green flag after the last caution. I saw Ed was in second place, and I was like, "This is where all your training come from. All those 4x bumps I give you in in practice. This is what it is." Because he had a super speedway ringer right behind him, and that guy can push from
Yeah, boy, he
experience.
did for sure.
So,
Jacob pushed me right to the win, buddy.
yep. So what a turnout! What a great race for a good cause, and maybe we can make this an annual event on the last weekend of October every year.
Definitely. And Joey Doucette, obviously, I want to say this as well. Segue this in anything, final words you want to say too. For like you said, for many Monday, Friday nights, NASRA in running was a diversion to take your mind off of what you were dealing with personally. And now, in addition to that, you have a chance to win the championship tomorrow night. What's your mindset, obviously, with all that's going on this week, going into knowing tomorrow night, you got a chance to win the Season 2 NASRA Sim Racer Hub truck title, and I know there's probably going to be a lot of people now making you an underdog to say, man, we want to see this guy win this thing. You're with him. You're rooting for him. You got this. You're number 6 seed, but, man, you've had an amazing, strong effort in the playoffs for the last couple of months.
Yeah, just go out and win this thing. And it's not even going to be for me. It's if I win this thing, it's definitely for my mom. And I said that at Milwaukee when it first came about, and same with Chicago winning there. I'm just want to win a championship for my mom, and that's what I plan on doing tomorrow night. If everything falls right, I'll be the championship on Monday, and we'll try to defend it next season. And I'll do the same thing. I'm not going to stop doing what I love. I'm not going to be as bad of a shape, because this is what my mom knew I was doing. So, and she watched all the races, so she knew that this is what makes me happy, and so I'm gonna just do what I got to do.
Biggest cheerleader, definitely, for sure. And man, again, I will say this, and we'll close it out. We'll let Michael and William give their thoughts, and we'll pack up. I learned this from a very long time ago. Somebody taught me this down in Georgia at Fast Track, being the voice of the Fast Track Pro Late Model Series. And my boss, Stan Lester, told me this probably about 12, 13 years ago. And he used to always tell me that the most important thing in anybody's life is their time. Whatever you do with that time makes the be positive or negative of how your outcome of life is. Well, I can tell you for about 2 hours on this Sunday night, October 29th of the year 2023, over 50 drivers, NASRA people from the Thursday series coming together, commentators, drivers, organizations, people that we don't even know, recruiting for this special race to do an event to pay respects to your mom, Robin, and of course to let everybody know, Joey, that you're not alone. The entire Doucette family is not alone, and I think honestly this has been time well spent. Hang in there, my friend.
Thank you very much.
William Tiller, your final take of this race, buddy. Always a pleasure working with you. Tomorrow night's championship night, but of course we'll never forget this evening.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. And this was all in Robin's honor and in memory. And, I tend to live by the mantra, love what you have today because tomorrow might be gone. And Wesley, there was a lot of love here tonight. And, we're never guaranteed tomorrow. And as Joey was alluding to, although his mom wasn't in the best of health here for the last month or so, Joey had the biggest cheerleader in his corner. I remember Joey talking to us in interviews about how his mom was watching, and Joey was telling her, that we're gonna get the job done for her, and that he was racing for her and getting these victories. And Joey, the mission's not over, my friend. You got tomorrow night. Everything's for her. Tonight is for her. Although you can't go to her and tell her about the race results, you can look up to the sky now. She's your guardian angel for tomorrow's race, my man. And this is Robin will be watching from afar. We love you, man, and just glad to be here with everybody here tonight. And Michael, I couldn't have been in a better place here on a Sunday night, calling and doing everything that we love to do here in iRacing.
Yeah.
Love you too, man.
Yeah, thank you, Joey. I want to end it with this. I got a very good friend he races with us on Friday night. His name is Kyle Hess. And he said that at certain points you don't understand what it means to be part of something. When your life's falling apart or you feel it's really bad, just to be part of something can get you through and give you some perspective. It's the worst time you'll ever have in life, but a little perspective that life will go on. You will have friends. You will have support. And all of that for my friend Kyle Hess came from iRacing. And I'm so proud of what 50 guys did tonight. Let's say there's 30 of our guys we recruited. For the 20 people that showed up that have no idea who we are, thank you so much. Just thank you. I'm sure Joey thanks you. We all thank you. You're here. You donated your time. I'm sure you're all donating your money. That's what it's all about, right? As the world crumbles around us, somebody has to bow their back and hold up the cave that's caving in on us, and that's what we're here to do. And that's all. I mean, Joey's a friend. We've had private conversations, and I know what he struggled with, and I appreciate he just keeps showing up. It's his little bit of sanctity, I guess. He can do what he loves, take 2 hours away from things, and we can help him with it. And I appreciate everyone. I can't say it enough. Thank you to everybody that showed up. I paid my entry fee knowing I wasn't going to run. I wished I could have done more, but it was what it was. So thank you all, and we'll see you all tomorrow night. And Joey, best of luck tomorrow night, bud.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it.
6 drivers will race tomorrow night for the championship, and of course tonight a lot of people come together to help pay respects and show love to the Doucette family in the inaugural Robin Doucette Memorial, won tonight by Ed Osborne. Sanctioned by the NASRA Racing Series. Of course, if you'd like to know more, go to NASRA-racing.com, how you can be a part of the program. We are going off the air live for the broadcast coverage here from Talladega. However, hashtag 16 strong, or if you want to click on the website, there is a link available where you can go and make a donation if you so care to. Please do so, even though our broadcast has come to an end. And again, our entire thoughts are with the entire family of the Doucette, whether you've given your time, your money, your efforts, your virtual racing ability, the officiating, the broadcasting, the production. We all say thank you, and I know I can say this on behalf of the Doucette family. They are forever eternal grateful, and you are all forever in their debt. For everybody at NASRA, for Adam Flieger on the broadcast production, for Brady LaBeouf, Cody Knotts, for Michael McKinnon, driver analyst, William Tiller in the broadcast as always. I'm Wesley Outland. Congratulations to Ed Osborne, winner tonight of the inaugural Robin Doucette Memorial 175. God bless, Godspeed to Robin. We all love you from the NASRA family, and we thank you so much for taking your time, for tuning in.
Joey, I'm moving up to